Envision drilling miles beneath Earth's crust, where scorching pressures forge materials that could revolutionize energy, computing, and transportation. In October 2025, as seismic probes pierce the mantle of the planet's fiery heart, billionaires like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and emerging tycoons are betting trillions on superconductors hidden in this untapped abyss. These aren't ordinary metals, they're high-temperature superconductors, capable of zero-resistance electricity at room temp, unlocking fusion power, quantum AI, and levitating trains. The mantle's hidden superpowers. What lies below? Earth's mantle, a 2,900 kilometers thick layer of semi-molten rock between crust and core, isn't just geology, it's a superconductor forge. At pressures 1,000 times sea level and tongue over for 0 degrees Fahrenheit, minerals like perovskite and bridgmanite morph into high TC transition temperature superconductors, carrying electricity without loss. 2025 breakthroughs. You see Berkeley's lab recreations show mantle diamonds doped with boron conduct at 200 K near room temp, slashing energy waste 90% in grids. Resources. A mantle holds quadrillions in value. Helium-3 for fusion, scarce on surface, rare earths like neodymium amplified under pressure, and exotic phases like metallic hydrogen for quantum tech. China's 2025 Earth 2.0 probe from Xinjiang well-extracted samples with anomalous conductivity, hinting at natural zero-resistance alloys. Potential. Superconducting cables could transmit solar power globally without loss. Maglev trains hit 1,000 miles per hour. AI chips run 100x faster sans heat. Access or Tech evolves. The Boring Company's 2025 Vegas loop bores to miles a day. Kola super deep revival in Russia hits 12 kilometers. Billionaires fund to $1 billion in deep earth ventures this year. Per pitch book up 40% from 2024. But depths defy. Beyond 10 kilometers, tools melt, pressures crush. The mantle, $1 trillion puzzle. Billionaires deep dive. Musk, Bezos, and the core chasers. Billionaires aren't waiting for governments, they're spearheading the mantle hunt. Elon Musk, via the Boring Company valued $7 billion plus, pivots from tunnels to earth boring. 2025 prototypes bore 5 kilometers deep in Texas, eyeing mantle access for geothermal superconductor hybrids. Musk's X posts, mantle superconductors equals infinite energy. Mars is practice. His $1 billion investment in Neuralink's brain chips ties in mantle rees for CRISPR upgrades. Jeff Bezos' Amazon Blue Origin to $100 billion goes orbital. Blue Origin has 2025 New Glenn tests space elevators with mantle-sourced carbon nanotubes super strong from high-pressure synthesis. Bezos' $10 billion Earth Fund allocates $500 million to deep Earth startups like Quaise Energy, using millimeter waves to vaporize rock to 20 kilometers. Goal: harvest geothermal heat 500 degrees Celsius for superconductor labs, powering AWS data centers carbon-free. Emerging players. Masayoshi Son SoftBank, $30 billion, backs Japan's Mantle project to $1 billion fund, drilling Honshu for perovskite. Russian oligarch Roman Abramovich invests in Kola reboot, eyeing Helium-3. Chinese tycoon Jack Ma Alibaba funds staking expansions. Blending AI with mantle data for smart mining. Investments soar. $15 billion in deep earth tech 2025. Per Deloitte top 50% joy. Returns. Quaise's valuation hits $5 billion on 2025 pilots. For billionaires, mantle equals immortality, infinite energy, AI supremacy, space dominance. Geopolitical tremors. Nations race to the core. The mantle hunt shakes global powers. China leads. Its 2025 scientific deep drilling hits 10 kilometers in Tarim Basin, extracting mantle transition zone samples with superconducting hints. Beijing's $20 billion Earth Core initiative eyes military app superconductor stealth tech for J-20 jets. U.S. counters. Biden's 2025 Critical Earth Act allocates $5 billion for USGS deep probes, partnering SpaceX for mantle satellites using seismic imaging. Russia's Kola, world's deepest at 12 kilometers, restarts amid sanctions, seeking Helium-3 for fusion leverage. Europe's ICDP International Continental Drilling drills Iceland's Krafla for geothermal superconductors, $1 billion EU fund. Tensions. No mantle treaty. Nations claim subsurface rights under continental shelves, but depths blur borders. 2025 UN debates deep earth commons, but China vetoes sharing. Wars, cyber hacks on drills. US accuses China of resource espionage in Pacific. India's ONGC joins, eyeing Himalayas for REs. Stakes. First to Mantle Superconductors owns energy future trillions in patents. Tech titans of the deep. Tools to tap the trillions. Unlocking Mantle requires GodTech. The Boring Company's plasma torches bore 10x faster than drill's 2025 tests vaporize granite at 1 km/h. Quasar's millimeter waves gyrotron beams melt rock to 20 kilometers, creating glass-lined wells for superconductor extraction. AI leads. Google's DeepMind simulates mantle pressures, predicting perovskite phases 2025 breakthrough yields room-temp superconductor in labs. Seismic arrays from Schlumberger map deposits with 99% accuracy. Challenges. Heat melt steel. Pressures 136 gigapascals crush. Solutions add diamond anvil cells for samples. Robotic mole probes from NASA's 2025 deep dive mission. Cost $10 billion per well, but yields $100 billion in superconductors. Billionaires fund. Musk's $500 million core fund crowdsources tech. The Edge. Mantle Materials self-reinforced tools superhard perovskites for bits. Environmental quakes, core risks and rewards. Mantle mining isn't green. Drilling risks induced quakes. China's 2025 terrain test triggered for point-to-magnitude tremors, displacing 5,000. Geothermal venting could release CO2 pockets, worsening warming. Rewards. Superconductors/global energy loss, 10% grids to zero, cutting emissions 15 GT, year equivalent to all transport. Mantle Geothermal, infinite clean power, 2x nuclear without waste. Ethical minefields, core contamination, pollutants seep to aquifers. Indigenous groups protest. Navajo oppose U.S. Southwest drills. 2025 IPCC report warns, deep Earth ops equals unknown climate feedbacks. Billionaires greenwash. Bezos fund mandates zero-impact tech, but skeptics call bluff. The trillion-dollar core economy. What it means for luxury. Mantle superconductors transform luxury. Energy. Zero-loss grids power mega yachts wirelessly. Fusion reactors helium-3 fueled for private islands. Tech. Quantum watches with Mantle chips. AI jewelry computing emotions. Economy. $5 trillion market by 2040. Per McKinsey superconducting EVs charge in seconds. Maglev jets fly to 1,000 miles per hour. Luxury brands. Rolex's 2025 Mantle edition uses lab-simulated perovskites. Billionaires win. Musk's Neuralink integrates superconductor implants for mind upload. Global shift. Poor nations like Pakistan Himalayan probes pivot to core exports, but risks inequality. Wealth flows to drillers. Future fault lines. Colonies below or catastrophe. By 2030, first Mantle samples yield $1 trillion in patents. Musk's 2028 Earth core mission bores 15 kilometers. China's 2035 full Mantle reach. Dystopia. Quakes destabilize tectonics. Superconductor arms race sparks wars. Utopia. Infinite energy ends fossil era. Regulation. 2025 UN Deep Earth Accord stalls amid vetoes. Billionaires vision. Core economy as Earth's backup sustainable. Superpowered. For Luxalize. Watch Mantle moguls. Musk's pivot could mint quadrillionaires. Conclusion. The core's call to fortune. Deep Earth tech. Billionaires' trillion-dollar hunt for Mantle superconductors isn't digging its destiny. From Musk's bores to Bezos' beams, the core promises infinite power, but quakes and quagmires loom. Luxalize uncovers the elite's subterranean gambit where fire forges fortunes. If this core quest captivates you, like the thought, drop your deepest take in comments and subscribe for more billionaire blueprints on Earth's hidden empires.